we're gonna be redeeming the second proxy. Okay, episode 4 rather. We're gonna be redeeming the second proxy. So we've been able to redeem one of the proxies. You can see we're already using it over here. And now we're gonna be adding up another proxy. So I'm gonna be adding up another proxy from the UK, which is Great Britain. And I can see so many of them. These are all from London. I think one thing I like about I think one thing I really do have against the London is the consents. But let's go check this out now. So on this London, I would choose any IP address I want. Unfortunately, they can't let us see how abused it has been, if at all. Let me check this other one that works. So on the episode one, or sorry, on the episode three, we opened this from two different locations. One was the default location, which is this one, saying prove you're not a robot, and the other one was from, our IP. So if I head over now to who.net, you'll be able to see that this will be showing you a different ISP. And if I come here, you're going to be seeing Amazon is the ISP. So this is Amazon, and this is like a whole different, um, IP. So if you check here, you can see your disguise is 100%, and here your disguise is 90%. It's only saying this because Amazon is kind of, noted. I mean, Amazon AWS, some platforms will just reject you when you use Amazon because they feel, I mean, I don't know, but they get to flag it because on Amazon you can easily just create process. So they feel if you're coming from Amazon, you're probably automating something from an instance. So they would often just mark you with some, little eye or eye watch. Okay, so that being said, I'm gonna go to Scamalytics over here. No, Scamalytics. Okay, on this Analytics, I'm going to check the IP I'm currently using to see if it has been abused. I can see that this IP has been used by other people in the past, but it has not been abused. When it becomes abused is when, it goes red. Like if you get to see red, it means it's been abused, right? So it has not been abused in any way. So this is why I'm able to still watch YouTube. If this was abused, I would have seen something like verify you're not the robots from Google. Okay. That being said, we've been able to do this for the US, so we're going to be doing this again now for the UK. So I'm going to head back to the software, or I'm going to head back to the dashboard rather, and I'll pick in one of the processes. Unfortunately, I can't run scam analytics on any of them to know if they are, red or if they are yellow, which is I don't know if they are actually blacklisted by scam analytics or if they are, fair to use. So I just have to gamble. But I can actually assure you that when you use Cherry Proxy, you get high quality proxies majority of the time. So this is why I recommend them. So I'll just go with the first one. I'll click on extract it to tell me, oh, I should confirm I'm using this, and I'll just say yes again. So now you see that it has said success. If I go to my using list, you can see I also have another different what's it called again? Another different IP over here. So I'm just gonna copy this, Control C to copy. I'm going to go back to the software itself, which is the OKBot software. Now remember when I said once you go to localhost 3000, anything you can do with the app itself, you can do it with localhost 3000. Yes, so I'm going to still come on this localhost 3000. Before I do that, let me switch off this bot we created, or we turned on. So we turned on two bots. I'm going to switch these bots off, and okay, so now I'm going to add the new location, which is the Great Britain. Let's see precisely. I think it's London, so I'll just type London over here. So I'll put London over here. I'll paste the IP address which I copied. I would go back. I'll copy the ports. This is the ports. I'll paste the ports. I'll copy the username. I'll paste the username, and then finally the password, and I would paste the password. Okay, so this is another location I just added, and I'm going to save this location as London. So I'm going to call this one London, and I'm going to call this O1, right? So I'm going to, sorry, underscore. I'm going to call this London O1. So now this is where the beautiful part comes in. On each of this tab, I can be loading traffic. Let me explain. Just the way I have this tab over here, I can create another one and create another one, right? So I have three tabs open, one here, and one here. Now the aim is on each of these tabs, I will be practically driving traffic from a different location. So let me show you how that works. I'm going to first of all head over to where it says launcher mode. On the launcher mode, I will be using this free one to just teach you. That's practically because every single thing I'm teaching you now, you can actually do them with the free. I've not started getting to the point where you would need a subscription. So everything I'm showing you now practically works on the free. On the free, you can create as much as three locations. So let's head over to okekbot.com so I can show you this. So on okekbot.com, if you head over to the pricing, you'll be able to see that when you are on free, on the pricing, on the free, you have up to three locations. So this means you can create three locations. So far, I've done California, I've done London, so I still have up to, one slot left. Now this means that if you're using the free, you can have one location, another one, all from different proxies, and you're driving traffic to your website. So you will no longer be driving traffic from one specific location, but you can be driving traffic from three different locations at the same time. Now, if you have like a pro plan, you can be driving traffic from even five different locations all at the same time, and every one of them would in real time open your website from a different IP, cloning a different device, giving you traffic, giving you impressions. Then depending on how you set this, you could make lots of money if you're driving to different YouTube channel or different websites at the same time. So I'm going to be doing this with just three locations at the moment. So I will leave one location to be the default one, another one to be um, the US, another one to be Great Britain. So on this section where I have the OKEC bots, I'm going to open localhost 3000. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it on the second tab. I'll put it on the third tab. So we have opened localhost 3000 on three different tabs. Now on each and every one of these tabs, we're going to be using a different location. So let me show you. Let me start from the first one. On this first tab, I'm going to open OKEC bots. Click on manage bots, for instance. Okay, I don't think I want to use the manage bots is when you want to turn a particular bot on. I want to launch an activity. So what activity do I want to launch? Let's create a task. Let this task just be to open whoare.net. So I can create a task with the free mode over here. This is still free, and I will go to https whoare.net, and I would instruct the bot to stay for 30 to 45 seconds, and I will just give it the task name of location, add this to the chain, and save it as location, detect location. So what I'm actually doing right now is to create a task. A task is what I want OKECBot to automate. The task is called location test. So what this task practically, or detects location, what it practically does is to open whoare.net, which is this website, whoare.net. It would stay there within 30 to 45 seconds. Now why am I doing this? I'm doing this because my next step right now would be to go to launcher mode and show you how to load traffic from different locations. So I will click on free random executor, and I'll leave it at detect location. Right, this is the task I want us to execute, detect location. And where it's saying default location, which is the location I currently have, Since this is the first tab, I'll leave it at Amazon. So I'm going to do 1 to 2 over here, and I will turn it on. So now what it will do is that it will launch 1 to 2 iPhones, but each time it launches them, it will launch them with the default location. So since they would launch and they will open whoall.net, if you check over here, you will see that each time it launches, it will open whoall.net. Like this is its Amazon whoall.net, right? So this is for the first tab. So the first tab is the one now actually running this, right? So now this simply means that this particular first tab would be executing this task, which is the text location. It will be executing it with this location we gave and with this bot family we gave. Now, if I want to also open whoall.net from another location, let's say I want to open this from the US, I'll stick on here again. I'll click on launcher mode. I'll click on free random executor, and this time around, instead of leaving it at default location, I'll just put it to, let's say that's California in the US, and I will now do 1 1 to 2. So I'll do 1 to 2 and I'll turn it on. Now you're going to see something now. More tabs will be created. Initially it used to be a maximum of 2 because default location was 1 to 2. So now I've also done California 1 to 2. It will also be creating 1 to 2 from California. So I don't know which is which, but um, let me put this one over here, and let's assume this is whichever it is. We're going to see when it opens. Okay, I think this one is still Amazon. If I see check again, you would see that one of them would be California. So um, it would it will be coming in from Amazon. It will be coming in from California because we have two tabs currently running. This automation. One tab is running from California. Another tab is running with the default location, which is Amazon. Okay, this one now showing Los Angeles is running from California. You can see burning communication, while this other one are running from Amazon AWS. Okay, so now if I allow this bot to keep running, I think you can already see a flaw. Something here doesn't seem right. The whole bot is just popping up, opening the website and closing. And I mean, this is quite suspicious, right? This would obviously let Google know that something is going wrong. How come a browser will open up the website? I mean, if this was your website, so how come you just open up your website after a few seconds, nothing else happens, it just goes off, another one pops up. Now for real, this is not how it should work, but somehow this is how people get to run it. They just want it to be driving traffic from different locations. But I'll teach you the right way to do it that wouldn't give you any form of issue. So at the moment, I think I'm having issues with the RODP itself because it seems like it disconnected a bit. So let me hold on. The connection to remote PC was lost. Okay, I'm going to disconnect this remote, the RODP, and I'll connect again. Okay, so I'm connecting back to the RODP. Okay, so now I'm going to stop this one and I'm going to stop this one. So now, if I also come here as well and put this to, let's say, the UK, I can turn the three of them at the same time just to show you that they can all work at the same time before I finally move over to show you how to properly do it in a way that doesn't look suspicious. So let me launch this again using London. So I'm launching this now using London. You'll be able to see that it's going to open whoall.net. It's going to open it, from the London Proxy. Okay. So this was actually going to suppose. Okay, this is over here, United States, which is the DNS United States. Is something wrong? Let me see. United States hostname, cognate, communication, the IP. Okay, let me check. Let me check over here and say it's actually showing that it's the United States. Why is showing here that is UK? So I'm going to check another site for Proxy location. Okay, so I can see that this site's IP to location shows us everything about us, right? So for instance, I'm coming here, it's showing me lots of details. I'm trying to see if it can detect. I'm currently using Amazon, which is my ISP. Okay, I can't see anything. I can't see anything showing my ISP here, so I'll just go back, try some other place. What is my proxy? Okay, so this one is showing um United States, Virginia, Ashburn, which is what it is. I'm going to copy this link, which is this link, and I'm going to go back and replace that our task. We created a task. The task was to open who.net. So we're going to edit that task. Now this is one of the sweetest part of OKBot is the fact that you can always go back to edit your task. So if I click on load, this is where we say detect location. So I'm going to edit it and I'll delete. Okay, so now if I click on edit over here, I will replace it with this link. So I'll add it back again. Let me see, do they have HTTPS? Because they don't have. Oh, they don't have a valid certificate. And the Cakebot only works with HTTPS sites. So I'm going to look for another one. Mm. Okay, this one I like this one over here. Location straightforward. So I'm going to copy this one. Copy. I've copied it, and I'm going to paste it over here. I'll add it to the executable chain, and I'll save it as what we saved it before, which is detection test. It feels like my server is trying to freeze or something. Okay, so I'm gonna save it. Okay, so this time around I will go back again and I will try to launch this app again from the default location, launch that task again. So if I launch it again, let me see what will be shown. I'm beginning to have a hard time with the network. Yes, phone. Okay, so finally it has cleared once again. Okay, so if I scroll up right now, you'll be able to see that this is showing us, I mean, what we had seen before, which is Ashburn, United States. Yes, so I'm actually trying to do this because when I had launched the London own, the London one was showing us US. So I wanted to know if I would have to go, because most times when these proxy servers give you for specific locations, it ends up not being those locations per se. So I'm launching this again. Okay, so I'll screw up And I can see this is actually showing United Kingdom. So I think I would recommend this site, tools.iplocation.net. I've always been a fan of OR.net, but I've also noticed sometimes they will show you DNS one location, country another location. So tools.iplocation.net is what we're going to be using. So practically, we just verified that the London is London, California is California, and default is default. Now, on the next episode, I will show you on how to actually start loading watch hours from these different locations. Now, remember that these processes are unlimited, so we're not data capped. It's not a case of how many data. Be careful so you don't consume this amount of data. Actually, it's unlimited. So we could drive we could watch as many videos as possible from any YouTube channels. And while we're doing this, we're actually increasing the watch hours. I will show you how to do this the safe and the sane way, so you don't do it in a way that you drive lots of watch hours and after a while it's disappears. So see you on episode 5.